Dr. Farhad Saba, Professor of Educational Technology at San Diego State University and the moderator of today's program. The health and safety of our strategic resources require individuals, organizations, and communities learn how to effectively manage them in order to compete in the new globalized and volatile environment we face today. Cultural, economic, and political conflict is now part of our world reality. Thus, risk and security are increasingly important issues in education, business, government, and civil society in general. This timely video conference will present an overview of some of the most current concepts, driving forces, and dynamics of health and safety management that managers, human resources specialists, and allied professionals must be able to master and integrate into their organizations today in order to ensure their global competitiveness and success. Violence, terrorism, and other global risks will be reviewed, reflecting on the integration of security factors into a broad, systemic health and productivity approach urgently needed by most major private and public organizations today. In particular, health providers and facilities at all levels must have in place clearly defined protocols and effective procedures to be able to react and assist in work-related health and safety crises and emergencies. The distinguished invited speaker will discuss some of the key messages of his recently published book on the subject, particularly the great myriad of important tasks and functions that human resources managers and professionals have to handle today to enhance organizational productivity and minimize our risks. In a module titled Key Health and Safety Management Considerations and Strategies, our distinguished speaker, Mr. Daniel Hopwood, will introduce you to the basic concepts in risk and health management and discuss specific strategies and tactics for responding to key questions and problems in the field. In another module titled Risk Management and Security, Mr. Hopwood will focus on complexities of security in today's environment, present contrasting philosophies and fundamental concepts of security management and other specific examples to make the application of these important solutions in your organization as practical as possible. Currently serving as the president of Sullivan Risk Services, Dan Hopwood has over 25 years of experience in the safety, health, and business continuity management. In addition to working as a loss control professional in the insurance industries, Dan has owned his own consulting practice, providing professional services to clients throughout Southern California, the U.S., and abroad. A graduate of San Diego State University, he holds both a B.S. in Health Science and Safety and a Master of Public Health with an Occupational Health concentration from the Graduate School of Public Health. In addition, Dan holds an associate degree in risk management from Insurance Institute of America and a certificate of business continuity professional from the Disaster Recovery Institute International. In 2003, Dan's first book was published by Montezuma Press and is now in its second edition. Safety and Health Management Essential Considerations for Human Resources and Allied Professionals is a text for both those that are responsible for safety and health management, but have little or no formal training in the field. Dan is a recognized speaker and presenter, having spoken in front of groups around the country on a variety of safety and risk-related topics. He has participated in a number of volunteer and non-profit board activities, including responsibilities as president and chairman of the board of the San Diego Safety Council, now known as the Pacific Safety Council. Thank you and welcome to today's program. Let me begin with a question. Health, safety, and security may have been important issues for individuals throughout the history, but in recent decades it has become an organizational concern for health of the workforce as well. So is this a passing trend, and why, first of all, this paradigm shift, and secondly, is this a passing trend, or is this going to be with us in the foreseeable future?
Well, thanks, Dr. Saba. It's a great question, and it's good to be here today. Now, I'll take the second question first. It's not a passing trend. The issue of safety and security and how we take care of our constituents, our employees, and others will be with us for the foreseeable future, if not forever. So let me tell you why. Let me tell you just quickly why I think some of the drivers, what the drivers are for that. I think without question, organizations, governments are concerned about the welfare of their constituents, whether they're employees or citizens. That's the number one driver. Organizations are concerned about cost. Injuries, illnesses, security breakdowns are expensive, and organizations have to accrue for those, and it's better to spend the money in development, training, and other factors. If you look at some of the things that are happening today, corporate governance is a big issue. Regulatory demand is another driving factor. So the shift is coming both from sort of a moral and ethical complex as well as a government regulatory mandate. The business factors are driving them. And if you look at globalization on the whole, when companies and organizations move into different territories, they bring their cultures, their values, and some of their programs and processes. So regardless of who's going where, you take a look at these 4 or 5 factors. They're all critical drivers that sort of push that paradigm along, and we'll see these issues of security and safety for the near term.
Okay. Thank you for your insightful answer, and let's begin with your important messages.